Number 33, Dylan Anderson, a sophomore, about 6 foot 6'1" kid. He would be a great perimeter player for us. The problem is we have so many perimeter people that he has to be a post guy for us. He's getting a little time now. I think he's going to be a great player for us because he's such a tremendous athlete. And if he gets bigger and more physical in this off season, he's probably got a heck of a chance to start for us next year. And last but not least, Clarence Granger, another senior for us. Clarence doesn't get a whole lot of time, but a great kid, has a great attitude. The kids love him being around. He gets most of his time in practice, and he comes off and he plays really hard. And before I forget, I want to mention two more guys because they don't get a lot of credit a lot of times. We have two managers that do a great job. George Jones is a junior, and Jasmine Davis a senior. We couldn't do it without those two guys.
Okay. Well, Coach, it seems like you have a variety of players, main players, cast players, and role players, and you know what. And I know that when you get to this level, sometimes it's luck. You need a little luck.
Right. You always got to be lucky.
You got to be good, but also it falls back. Also, you also have to have good players, but also have to have a good coach.
Right.
And since I have been knowing you, you've always been real classy. You always run a classy organization, whether it was with Thibodeau High or even here at HM Bourgeois. What is the game plan, Coach? And I don't, without giving out any secrets,
right.
What is the game plan in order to win this game?
Well, we have to be able to press Huntington. There's no doubt about it. They're a big team. They're probably 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" across their starting front line. But the only true size they have is 6'7", 250 inside Kendrick Washington. Kendrick's special, but we think we're going to pick up some charges against him. That's obviously one of our main options from a defensive game plan. We feel with all of those big kids, and they don't play many kids. We'll play 9, 10 kids a night. They're going to play 7, and 2 of their 7 barely play 3-4 minutes a game. So we feel like we got to get the game up tempo. We think through our scouting reports and our film that they are a very pressable team, that we're gonna throw 2 or 3 different presses at them and get the game up tempo. And then because we're going to be outmatched a little bit within the half court, we're going to play a lot of our 3-2 matchup too. We'll be ready to play man-to-man half court, but we'll also be ready to play our matchup. From an offensive standpoint, we feel like we have to push the ball. We have to get the transition game offensively up, create some easy baskets. Then when they play mainly a 2-3 zone or a 3-2 zone, they play a real spread, almost like Syracuse if you've seen them play. And we feel like the foul line area is a weakness, and that's where we're going to pop Josh Lee to, and he's got a great jump shot. And if Josh can score 10, 12 points, I believe we're going to win. Their other weakness is the backside block. So we're gonna run our weak side wing to the backside block, and we think we're gonna pick up some layups there, especially after Josh hits a jump shot or two. So basically, in a nutshell, that's our game plan.
Okay. Are there any teams? I don't think we ever played them. You haven't played them this year, right?
No.
Have we played anybody that played them at all to kind of get a comparison of the feel?
Yeah, we played Southwood, who we played in the first round. Southwood is in their district. Southwood lost to them 3 times. Southwood lost to them by 3 points. Played them well. They lost to them a second time by I think 12, but Southwood played without their best player. And if you saw us play Southwood, their best player is good. Probably the best kid we played against all year from a perimeter standpoint. And then the last time they played him, Huntington had already won the district. So I talked to the Southwood coach. All he did was just sit back in a 2-3 zone against these guys. So he was very vanilla. So they did beat Southwood. We beat Southwood by 7 or 8 in the first round. So I mean that gives you an idea. You can play with these guys for sure. We have to play well, and it's what I tell the kids all the time. I respect every opponent we play, but I fear no opponent we play. And we feel like if we do what we're supposed to do, then we're going to be victorious.
Okay, last question. What is the feeling of the school, administrator, and the kids, the community? What's the feel like? Could you just, I know there's a buzz.
I told Mr. Odemar today, I think it's like Christmas come early, because I think just everybody's so jovial and everybody's behind the kids all the way. never got so many pats on our back, I think. And it's an incredible feeling, you know, to go through some things that we've gone through and to come out on top like this. Mr. Oderman and I were talking about it this morning. We think this is something that's pulling the school back together. We had at Washita a 5-6 hour trip. We had about 200 of our student body at that ball game. You know, out of 1,000 people in the stands, 200 to 300 of the people in there were our people. I know we have 4 to 5 busloads of kids going to the game in Lafayette. I mean, I'm fully expecting 2,000 to 3,000 Bourgeois people, and I believe in vision. And I told the kids, you know, the other night before the game, close your eyes and see that sea full of HL Bourgeois royal blue T-shirts in the stands, and it just gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. The support is undoubtedly one of the greatest things. It comes with success, but you can't take it for granted, and the people have been our sixth man. There's no doubt about it.
Okay. Well, Coach, you know, I see that, you know, the game plan is together. You're not going down there single-handed. You're going to have the community supporting, the student body supporting. It seemed like in talking to some of the kids, it seemed like that they're motivated. It seemed like they're excited about going. I think they're all about business, and I think that you guys are gonna go down there and do a bang-up job. And we definitely wish you the best of luck in going down there and bringing back a victory to HL Bourgeois.
Well, and I'll close it with this. I'll tell you that when these guys got on the bus after the Washita game, I expected hooping and hollering, and it was very calm, very low talking coming back, which told me one thing: they realize that mission's not over. And I tell you what, that you got to have that to have a chance. And I'm telling you, we have a chance. There's no doubt about it.
Okay, for sure.
Thank you, Greg.